Santa Clara, California. Jake Moody now ready to get this one started. And we're off from Levi Stadium. Returning in from the 16. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Motioning one of the tight ends. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. He even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. From the shotgun, Penix completes. It's Bijan Robinson. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Penix here from the gun. Escapes the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When he saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Penix working from the gun. It's in. The ball is loose. But it bounces out of bounds, so they'll retain possession. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Sometimes, let's face it, it's just better to be lucky than good. Your mind as a runner always goes to worst case scenario when you feel that ball get knocked loose. At that time, the sideline saved him and his team.
Here we go.
And again, it's Penix. Got a man, it's Drake London. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket and get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd and 3 now. From the 31. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jair Brown has it. And the 49ers will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Arnold Ebiketie makes it there for the stop. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They stick with McCaffrey. And they crush him right near the marker. Looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
First down, and they go right back to him. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Play action now with Purdy. He fires one deep down the middle. He's got it inside the 10. And he's going to score a touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Return coming here from the 12. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Has some daylight through the 40. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And the Falcons will have a 1st. Throwing Penix. That's brought in by Moody. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Man in motion here. Penix on 1st down. He puts everything behind this one. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make an impact later.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he runs this one down across the 35 and inside the 30.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Backfield is empty as they motion him outright. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Now give left side. He's within striking distance. All the way, that's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons get it down to a single point. A game-breaking play there, stunning the defense and giving this offense one for the highlight reel, baby.
Yep, just put another one on there, Cade. He is a threat to score anytime he touches the ball. The defense, well, they had him ready to go. They were ready to body him up in coverage, but receivers today, and we see it all the time, the best of them, they don't just do it through the air. They can use their legs as a weapon. That's a big-time touchdown run.
Things trim back down to a single-point Brock as they send this off and away. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return.
Ready up.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
From the gun is Purdy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now it's 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
McCaffrey running between the tackles. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
1st down, ball at the 36.
Set. 60 by 6, 60 by 6.
They'll send him over right. Purdy throwing here on 1st. On target to his back, here's Christian McCaffrey. He'll head out of bounds after a small gain.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, when one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
On 3rd down, Purdy. He throws a bullet down the right sideline. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. Coming off a busy week, 5 punts in the loss, and he sends this one away. No return on that punt. And the Falcons will take over.
At their own 30-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Throwing from the pistol, Penix. Pressure comes, he's taken down, the 49ers got him! And that pushes him back, 3rd down coming up. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the 1st quarter. We've got a close one here. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They'll need something big here to start out. It's 3rd and long. Penix now to throw. Taking his shot. Deep down the field it goes. Well, they had the look. Certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
They bring on the punt team, and they get this kick away. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. That just misses the 50 mark, gets a 49-yard punt. And the 49ers will go on offense. New set of downs for him from the 46.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Street. Ready.
Purdy on 1st down. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. A.J. Terrell making that stop.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
Let's go now.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Has it left side, Brock, but the throw carried him too close to that edge. They're going to say he brought it in out of bounds, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Here we go, set. Ready.
Purdy looking to throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. The 4th down call ends in a defensive highlight as he picks up the throw and gets his guys off the field.
You know, one way or another, it looked like they were going to get off the field that time, but it's so much sweeter as a defense to run off that field holding the ball. So many defensive coaches in this league preach it. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Not only the energy you create on your side, but that little seed of doubt you put in the quarterback's mind the next time he goes out to throw.
And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior. 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
Algier running behind center. Oh, stiff arm. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Wow, Brock, that is one of the longest runs I think we're going to see out of a fullback. And just can't get my mind around the fact that he outpaced those DBs long enough to reach the end zone.
You and me alike. That was a power lifter and power blocker becoming a sprinter. You know, I'm not sure if we stretch out further, he's going to hold on and score. But at that distance, oh, gosh, his teammates just love that TD.
And this is caught as they hit the end zone for 2.
I always say about the NFL game, it's a game of matchups. And that time they get the matchup they want, and they go right to it. It's a risky call throwing it for 2, but that risk pays off.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Return starts at the 9. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Purdy setting up that play action. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Set.
Now Purdy. He'll get it to Brandon Ayuk. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
You know by now, Kate, what I call that. That's that car wash ball. Just come to life. That's when you throw that ball right through that car wash and you throw it with such velo, it doesn't get wet. It's do it with that kind of accuracy down the field. This dude's elite.
Big play gets him across midfield, sets him up 1st and 10 from the 40.
Let's go. Set, go.
Now a give. It's McCaffrey headed right. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Ready, ready.
Going run again with McCaffrey. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Troy Anderson that time with the tackle. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3.
Go. Ready, ready.
Now it's a bootleg for him. Catch is made down the right sideline. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
So close to getting off the field. The 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Arnold Ebiketie makes it there for the stop. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play, whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. He's going to push one deep down the right. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
That's caught for the 1st. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. An even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Set. Riggs, Riggs.
They'll run here. It's McCaffrey. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Set up. Third. Right there.
They send one of the tight ends in motion right.
Go.
The again. Here's McCaffrey. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and goal.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. The 49ers trying to make some noise before halftime. So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Come on, set. Check, go.
Purdy gets this from the pistol. And he goes down. The Falcons got to him. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts.
A loss on the play.
4th down now, and on comes Jake Moody for the 49ers field goal. It's on the right hash for this 39-yarder. Moody knocks it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Safe to say that one wasn't really well struck, but he did get enough of it to still send it through. I think everybody on the field was holding their breath. Not used to seeing such a short kick flutter so close to the crossbar.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
79 Bronco. Here we go. Warriors 17.
Penix working from the gun. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's 2nd down coming up.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
2nd and 10. Penix to throw. Won't make the play on that one. It hits the deck. Incomplete. The tip definitely broke up that throw. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Let's go. Check smash. Buffalo 18.
Penix here from the gun. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 4th and long. Another punt coming up. Matt Araiza to do the honors once again. And he's going to call for the fair catch here at the 38-yard line. So no return on that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. The 49ers find themselves in a great spot to start this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Here's Purdy to throw. He's on the move. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Go.
Looking to throw, Purdy. He put everything he had into this one. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Well, that window was open down the field, but this league is so fast. And these defenders, well, they closed the gap before that throw could arrive.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Ready. Cut 19. Cut 19. 18. Pioneer.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. He's trying to go deep again. Brought in inside the 20. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Taken in by Shaheed. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers get some late points and the lead. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
So following the missed point after, a chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. Return starts from the 16. It's an excellent return, but he gets popped at the end of it. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Okay, the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Any tackle for loss hurts, Kate. They hurt that much more from a defensive back. Those guys typically are better in coverage, and you've got to find a way to make a miss in the backfield.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. To the air with Penix. Got a man. Robinson has it. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Fourth and 3, drive on the line. Trying for it with Penix. Got a man, it's London. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Yeah, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
Penix on 1st down. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Offense letting the clock reach 3 seconds as they take the timeouts. And they can try a field goal now before halftime. Only time left for 1 more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Definitely not an automatic here. This 41 yards away. Groupie sends it through. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Brings in the kick at the 9. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Troy Anderson that time with the tackle. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Tag.
Play action now with Purdy. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Now that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, Purdy. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure. But instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons grow their lead to 8. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Barely makes that landing zone, fielded at the 20. Some good work on that return, Brock. Gets this up to the 33. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll start the second half with McCaffrey. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
He has the first over the middle, and they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. It's a 21-yard gain, and that's a 49er 1st down. From the gun is Purdy. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. This one intended for the running back. So that brings up 2nd down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Let's go now.
From the gun, McCaffrey. And he gets him around 6 there. Jesse Bates getting up for the stop that time. 6 yards, the pickup there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Looking to throw. He connects downfield on 4th. And he drives it close to the red zone before going out. One of their best play calls of this game, Brock. Nets them 17 yards on 4th down and gets them the first. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Come on, set. Ready.
Purdy to throw it. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, San Francisco. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with a touchdown.
Now the 49ers deciding to keep the offense on the field. They're going for 2. He's throwing for it. And they draw just the right throw, and it ties this game for them. But we all knew extra point was doing nobody any good there. Got to go for 2 in the tie. They do. They get it. And just like that, we're all squared up here in the 2nd half.
Squared up, brand new ball game, even Steven. Who is Steven? Do you know who Steven is?
That's a good question. No, go ahead. Go ahead, though. Take it.
I don't know who Steven is, and I don't really care because it's a whole new game with both teams totally alive.
He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Running left is Robinson. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a 1st with some room to spare.
Let's go.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
2nd down now, 7 to go. They send a tight end in motion. A give to Algier on the inside handoff. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
Sometimes it's not about flash and sizzle, Kate. Sometimes it's about old school football. Give your fullback the ball, and he's going to go get you a couple yards.
3rd down give to Robinson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Offense in the hurry up here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. 1st and 10 from the 41. Now it's McCaffrey. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Down the sideline inside the 30. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. He saw that running lane pretty early. You could tell. A quick burst got him to it, through it, and then into a foot race down the field.
And there's the challenge defensively. With a group that has this much speed and athleticism, you're late for just a second. You lose your eyes for just a second, Kate, and he is gone once he touched the second level.
So now after his second missed point after the game, he's hoping to strike this one a little better as he kicks it away. Has it at the 11. A nice return, but what a hit we had at the end of it.
Take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And that's good for a gain of 5. Nick Bosa makes the stop. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. Another carry for Robinson. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Brought down by Fred Warner. Third and just 2 to go. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
4th and 3, drive on the line. Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. Throw is caught by the back. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well. And now they'll keep pushing on.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. A handoff for Robinson, running right. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Staying with Robinson. Into the secondary past the 40. And he's down all the way to the 30. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Falcons football. A nice little help for them as they trail entering the quarter. First and 10 now from the 30.
Reload! Reload! Here we go! Here we go!
A give left side. Here's Robinson. And they make the tackle at the 28-yard line. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Tag! Go!
Now we're on with Robinson. And he gets this forward to the 19. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down. But instead, they move the chains. And that is one disheartening look on that defense.
And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons come through to tie it in the 4th. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. The return starts at the 18. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Ready!
Purdy setting up that play action. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. Oh no, they get him yet again. Jesse Bates in to pick it off. And the Falcons get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
Ready!
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Bronco swing! Go! Ready!
Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Here's a give to Robinson. Juke the defender. They gain 14 on the play. And the Falcons will have a 1st.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
2nd and 10 now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense up to the line fast. Robinson on the inside give. Continuing to turn those legs inside the 25. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Falcons take a 4th quarter lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. This was a clear passing down, Brock, and the run surprised all of us, and there it goes for a touchdown.
That's well said. Rewarded for going against the grain. Common sense analytics tell you throw it. But the surprise paid dividends.
Here we go, set!
Throwing Penix. They did it! He made the interception! Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. And the 49ers have some new life in the 4th. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Return starts at the 9. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Set!
They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. The 30. He's at the 10. We'll tick it in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers come through to tie it in the 4th. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Starting from the 5. Returns looking good so far. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Kate. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps him get right back into it. good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First and 10, a run to Robinson. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Even though that run did not net them a first down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
On second down, Robinson. And he'll get it up to the 44. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down.
There wasn't a lot there for him, but he did what he needed to do. Go get that first down. Picked up the short gain, didn't risk a big loss. Looking for a bigger lane elsewhere.
Here's Robinson. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Working quickly here. Here we go, second and 9. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And this one does not go far. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Now the give for Bijan. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Call it 1 yard on the run. That's going to set up 4th and 7. Looking to throw. No place to go. They get him to their turf and force a turnover on downs.
50% hit rate on 4th down, while not horrible, to me signifies something even more important, Kate. And that's that this offense is going to continue to be aggressive. It's been their mindset throughout, and I don't think it's going to change anytime soon.
They send a man in motion. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. Moving on into the red zone. Gets in. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers get some all-important insurance. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. On is Moody for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the 49ers grow their lead to 8. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Has this at the 6. Returns looking good so far. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. He'll look to throw it. Finds his target, Robinson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 28 out of that play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Back to throw. Dumped off to his running back.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check down outlet on short throws.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Setting up to pass. Pitts brings it in. He has room past the 25. And now he's going to head out of bounds after a nice game. That's 16 on the pickup. and the Falcons will have a first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. Here he is to throw. Hits his running back. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here. And again, it's Penix. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he's to the 5 before going out of bounds.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. They are throwing it again. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the 49ers make the play that should win them this game.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for them. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And he'll find a little room to get this up to the 10. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
That's what I call a rhythm starter right there. Man, offenses love execution plays like that on 1st down, Kate, because now that playbook is wide open. All options on the table for 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. Hurries this across the 25. And he's finally marked down at the 34. They got 24 yards on the play. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down. Going to run again with McCaffrey. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
So the 49ers earn the win in this one. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a 1-possession game. It's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
And with Brock Huard and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a win for the 49ers, as we'll see you next time from Santa Clara.
I need it.